Welcome, Hikaru. Congratulations for your second win in a row. It's a shame that the tournament is over.
I guess, but okay, if the tournament had continued, I'd probably do the same thing. I'd just keep on losing to Wang Hao and maybe get lucky against Bacro and Bologan. But
why were you so lucky today? Wasn't it a great game?
Actually, I think it was probably just marginally better for me throughout. But I didn't think it was winning.
If we start with the opening, A4 was of course not a new move, but
well, this is what Magnus played.
No, Magnus played Queen E2 and A4 next, but it was a transposition. Yes.
Wait, what? No. Magnus played A4 first, I believe.
So you
I think. I'm not certain, but okay.
You tried to repeat his game. Okay. But now Bishop D2 was a
yes. Okay, it's still been played though.
No, it's interesting. So you really expected Bologan to repeat the Benko?
Not really, but okay, it's kind of...
You mean you prepared a new move, although you did not expect him to play the line?
Okay, I mean, I think it's the same as in Bacro's case, where, when he played the King's Indian, I guess, 3 times or 4 times in a row. I mean, okay, normally if you play it once or twice, it's you stop there. You don't usually keep trying. But
okay.
I was a bit surprised to see
Maybe
it.
he thought the banker is not guilty because he thought he played badly. No,
it's very principled though. I mean,
okay.
if you have an opening, you should stick with it.
We came to this position. So this is the first critical position after E takes F5. Was it possible to play G takes F5?
Okay. G takes F5, just knight H4, I think.
So this is the same as in Magnus' game against Bologan. After knight takes D5, you will win the F pawn.
Okay, I mean all end games are just a little bit
worse. Is rook F8 a move here?
Knight E3?
Knight E3. Yeah, again. Yeah. Probably the attack against this F pawn is too strong and too quick. Yeah?
It's not clear, but okay, it's playable.
Should he go F4?
F4, knight F5.
F4, knight F5.
Knight takes D5.
Knight takes D5.
It's a game again. Okay,
it's still a fight, but later. No.
Okay, I think in the game I'm just slightly better. It's okay.
After rook A4, knight B4.
I think all these moves are pretty much
look fairly reasonable. No? And now
B3, E6.
E6 was probably necessary, no?
Yes, because otherwise I'm just gonna. Okay,
if he takes the pawn,
takes knight D5 and.
Okay, yes,
it's
I remember
worse.
that line. Knight D5 immediately is very strong. You attack the E7 pawn and also the B4. No? Okay, this is not playable, so he wanted to take control. E6.
Right. So okay, once again, I think everything is just forced.
Takes.
C1, C5, rook C4. Okay, and I think the way Bologan played is probably the best defensive way because knight D1.
But still, he came to an okay. Yes, now it's an interesting moment. Was it legal
to
play
A5,
knight takes
terrible.
A5?
Rook A3.
Rook A3, Rook A7, probably.
Knight D4.
Knight D4. Yes, I just wanted to hear your evaluation.
Okay, but this ending should be losing. For sure.
Are you sure?
Just trade and take on E6.
Okay.
No, with E and G...
He could have reached similar endings.
Okay,
later.
with E and G, there are chances to draw. With D and G, it should just be lost. This should just be losing.
You mean because he has this...
Pawns are too far apart.
D pawn, if this would be an F pawn, it's of course Polish.
Yeah.
Okay. No, there was an alternative for you. Instead of rook A3, you could also go rook C7, but maybe it's not necessary.
Knight C6?
Yeah, then try to do something on the 7th rank with knight
This
G5.
should just be a draw, though. This is too much.
Okay, you intended rook A3, and you are convinced that the knight ending is a win. Okay, wonderful.
It's not a win, but it's much better, because you can give up the D pawn instead of the E pawn.
Mm-hmm. So later, did he get another chance to reach something like this?
Of course, yes. Okay, knight B8's a losing move. You have to go knight C5 here.
Knight C5.
Knight C2. Knight B7, knight B4. Trade trade everything off, and knight takes d5.
Okay, now we have this more or less the same ending, but black has no d pawn but an e pawn. So
Yes, okay, this is probably a draw with best play, but it's very unpleasant at least. So it's quite difficult to play.
it's different. Okay, black has no guarantee to get away with a draw. He has a guarantee he will suffer.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
But of course, okay, the game is just losing. That's the problem. The other ending, it just loses by force pretty much. Okay, rook b3. Knight c6, rook b6, takes.
Okay, now you have this passed pawn, which is an extra pawn.
Okay, I had to think, because also I think knight d3 should be winning too. Knight d3.
Yeah, knight d3.
King d6, f4.
f4?
Yes. Okay, and takes, g5, knight h3.
Yes, this looks also very nice.
I think, okay, king c7, knight takes g5, king takes b7. Should be winning, but okay, I thought the game was a little bit cleaner.
You mean this was safer, no? And there was no way out for him?
Okay, I think everything's...
Because he couldn't keep your king in h8.
Right, okay. I mean, even king f4 would have won instead of knight c2. King g3, king b7. Okay, king f4 also wins, but I was worried that I might miss some tricks, like king f4, d4.
Okay, king f4, what now?
d4.
d4, yes.
Just simply
this is
king
important.
f5.
e4 is poisoned because there's a knight fork. You lose your best pawn.
Right, but king f5 should just be winning.
King f5.
d3, knight g2.
d3 and knight g2, and the knight will control the
This is also winning, but okay, knight c2 is a bit prettier.
Okay, so but it's still
everything
like a
wins,
convincing win.
yes,
then.
everything else was
okay. Let's say a few words about your tournament. You now finished on +2. No?
Okay, it's just a weird tournament. It seemed like the games that I played well, I managed to lose. And the games where I played okay, I found a way to win. So it's
I will not recommend that you start playing badly for winning
but
more games.
it's very weird because I actually felt the two best games I played, not the whole way through, but more or less, I mean, until time control were against Wang Hao. And
you mean
I
this Pologayevsky Sicilian?
Okay, I was much better in probably winning in that game. I was also much better and close to winning in the second game too. But sometimes it happens. But anyway, managed to win some games after the losses, so it's an okay result.
Did you win some rating points, or was it approximately?
Okay, probably like 5 points or something. But
okay, so it's not too bad.
Doesn't matter.
So tell us a bit about your next plans. Will you play the Olympiad?
Yes, that's the next tournament I'm playing in. The
but you
Olympiad.
go back to the States before?
Yes. Go back to the States, get ready, and looking forward to Istanbul.
Istanbul
happens every
will be
2
a great
years.
tournament. And how about the American team? Who's playing?
Kamsky will play board 2, Onoshuk is board 3, and then Akobian and Robson will split time on board 4.
It's very interesting, because I was also speaking today with Anish Giri and with Wang Hao. Only board 1 players are here in Biel. So maybe you meet all these guys again in Istanbul.
I'm sure we will. But okay, I think more importantly, it speaks to the strength of this tournament when you have people who are playing board 1 for their national countries in the Olympiad. So I'll see everyone again. I've been a bit lucky, I guess. I have 2 bronze medals from the 3 Olympiads I've played. So
what would you think about the chances of the American team?
Okay, I have to play very well. That's the only way we'll medal. It's pretty simple.
But it's a team event. 4 players per match.
Okay, we'll have some issues on the lower boards.
Have you already been in the team 12 years ago when the Olympiad took place in Istanbul?
No, I've only played in 3. So the first one I played was 2006 in Turin.
Okay, so it's your 3rd Olympiad?
Fourth,
sorry.
Yeah.
Hope you make your next medal.
I'll
All
try.
the best. Good success with your team. Thanks a lot for being here. It was great.
Thank you.
Enjoy.